FNAF Security Breach released December 16, 2021 to a mixed reception, with one of the many complaints from hardcore fans being that it just wasn't scary. However, now that its free DLC, Ruin, has been out for a few months, I'm starting to feel like that might have been on purpose. Hello and welcome to the Absolute Gamecast. Today I'd like to discuss Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, its Ruin DLC, and how the two come together to complete a full-circle horror narrative. Starting with Security Breach itself, at the start the animatronics may not be traditionally scary on the surface level, but as I've been playing through the game for the first time, I feel like despite their overall kid-friendly designs, the glamrock animatronics are still more than capable of building tension in moments where you struggle to find exactly where they are, but can still hear them stalking nearby. This changes slightly after the boss fights you have with them, where the respective characters are demolished and now sport much more damaged designs that in turn make them far more scary. I have scarcely mentioned in past videos that my philosophy of mascot horror is to take the mascots and let players get attached to their normal forms before twisting their designs to make them seem horribly wrong. I feel like Security Breach does a decent job with this, with the shattered animatronics, taking the friendly designs and breaking them down until they're barely recognizable and enhancing their threat level in some instances. However, moving on to Security Breach Ruin, I feel like it adds to my philosophy in a way few other games do, so let's get into that. Security Breach Ruin released July 25th, 2023, and now the Pizzaplex has been hit by an earthquake. The building we knew is destroyed, the animatronics we loved are in shambles, the warm, friendly atmosphere is gone and replaced with a bleak, hopeless dread. It feels so sad walking through the dilapidated rooms of the mall and seeing places we visited in the base game dusty and falling apart. It's also equally depressing to see that after all this time wandering around broken and fighting for survival, the animatronics themselves are barely hanging on by a thread and starting to go feral. Chica has fallen so far into her eating addiction she's literally covered in garbage, rotten pizza and cheese hanging out of her, and most of her casing is missing or cracked. Monty is reduced to nothing but a growling bear endo who drags himself around with claws and teeth blindly snapping at everything he sees. Freddy is a headless lumbering monster with his stomach hatch sharpened into giant gaping fangs, and Roxy, while being the most sane of them, is still a crying paranoid mess until she reunites with Cassie late into the game. Large chunks of her casing broken or missing, and her signature beauty is tarnished beyond repair. In the grand scheme of my philosophy, Security Breach gives Ruin an emotional edge that would have been unheard of without it. I can only think of a small list of games that capture this as strongly as Security Breach. Imagine going somewhere as a child and growing attached, not going there for years, then coming back now that they're out of business and seeing what's left of the place, reminiscing on your time there, knowing you'll never be able to experience that feeling ever again. This is why, as I've been playing through the game recently, despite already liking the game, I've grown a much larger appreciation for Security Breach and its contribution to making Ruin the amazing DLC it is. That's about all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Not gonna force you, do what you want. Thanks for tuning in, and that's a video. And that's a video. Bye.